Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is, as you guys know, a realistic week of reading in my life. It is so good. There's no way to fail a realistic week of reading. There's no way to fail it. I feel like I haven't done one of these types of reading vlogs in a while, and I really wanted to do another one. A, because I am just officially starting to actually come out of a literal 6-month-long slump, which is quite a while, obviously. So I wanted to just be able to do some mood reading and put like no pressure on myself of how much I have to read this week so that I can really just continue to get out of this slump. Though I will say I have some like high expectations for how much I'm gonna read this week, but I have no idea how my week is gonna go because I do have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life this week. I have 3 doctor's appointments in one day, and yeah, as you guys can tell by the title, I am a stay-at-home mom, but on top of that, I am also currently pregnant, so I am just exhausted most days, and it is really hard for me some days to just have the mental capacity to read when I have spent my day, you know, doing other work things like editing a video or going to appointments or just dealing with a toddler who is having a rough day and then go and read. So who knows how this week is gonna go, but that's what we're doing, and I have already started a book, and obviously we're going to be reading that book in this video, and that is The Summer of Broken Rules by Walther. This is actually a reread for me. I read this for the first time back in 2023. I want to say it was like August of 2023, and I rated this, I believe, a 4-star, and I really enjoyed this. I thought this was such a fun read, and over the last few months I have been thinking about this book nonstop. Like, I have genuinely been thinking about this book, about these characters, about the events that take place in this book so much that I have literally been like, okay, I need to reread this book. So I did finally decide to pick it up and reread it. I'm only on page 27 currently, so we are obviously going to get some reading done and get through this book. And yeah, even just in the first 27 pages, I'm already so happy that I did decide to give this a reread. So yeah, that's really all you need to know right now. I did just get a notification like a day or two ago that Lily Chu just released a new book on Audible. All of her books, I have literally listened to every single one of her audiobooks. I'm not even kidding, all of them. Loved every single one of them, and she just released a new one called Rich Girl Summer, so I also plan to start that in this video. So yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's get into it.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey.
I am enjoying my reread of this so much. It is insane. I literally am getting all of the same feelings that I got the first time I read this, of just the best summer vibes, but also I feel like you can just feel the chemistry and just the like mutual attraction between our 2 main characters from the moment that they first meet, and I just love the banter that they have. It's so silly and goofy and fun, and it's just so wholesome. So I'm feeling all the same things that I felt the first time I read this, but like amplified, because I have been thinking about this book for months, just thinking like, I might need to reread that. I am enjoying this so much. I'm heavily anticipating ending up bumping my rating from either a 4 or 4.5, whatever I rated it the first time, to a 5, because I am just having so much fun with this, and it is just literally the perfect summer read. Like, wow. If you haven't given this a read yet, honestly, what are you doing? You need to read it. It is so good. Ugh. Hey guys, it is now Tuesday, so I thought I'd come and give you a little update of how much I ended up reading yesterday and how much I've read so far today. So yesterday, as you guys saw, I ended up starting Rich Girl Summer by Lily Chu, which is the audiobook, and honestly was really excited to go into this audiobook, like I said previously, because I've listened to all of her other audiobooks and really enjoyed every single one of them, and 2 of them are 5 stars for me, so really excited going into this one. And yesterday I ended up listening to a little over an hour, and then also you guys obviously saw me reading The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther, and I am currently on page 87 of this. So I'm only about 25% through my reread of this, but like I said yesterday, I am thoroughly enjoying my reread of this, and I cannot wait to sit down here in a little bit and do some more reading and get some more through this and just kind of escape back into this world, because it's just really been amazing. And as for today, I haven't read any of this so far today, but I have listened to quite a bit of my audiobook. I've actually listened to 3 hours and 51 minutes of Rich Girl Summer. So I have listened to close to 50% of that audiobook, and I'm honestly really enjoying my time with it. I didn't know what the plot was going into this, but I have now figured out that it is about this girl named Valerie, and she has this business of basically like planning people's like celebrations of life, and something bad ends up happening at one of her events, and she ends up getting a lot of bad PR and everyone cancels, and she's really struggling of what she's gonna do for money to pay for her loans and stuff. And one of the guys involved with the family of the party that ended up going very poorly basically comes to her saying that he has found out that he has a daughter out there somewhere and she looks strikingly similar, and he wants her to pretend to be his daughter over the course of summer while him and his family are at their cottage house, so that he can figure out which of his siblings knew about it, hid it from him, and helped his late father pay off his ex who had the baby. I don't know. There's a lot going on, okay? This is like a big deal, and yes. Is this a bit outlandish? Yes. Is this a bit far-fetched? Also yes. But am I thoroughly enjoying my time? Also yes. I love that not only is this book a romance, and we are definitely getting some fun little flirty comments between our two main characters, and we're getting to see them obviously have feelings for each other, or I guess at this point more mutual attraction towards each other, but also we have this big like plot happening in the background that we're really focusing on. And one thing I love about Lily Chu's writing is that there's always more to the story than the romance, and it always feels like our main character, specifically our main female character, always has so much depth. She always has so much going on personally, and our main female character Valerie has a lot of struggles with her own personal family. They do not treat her right, they do not include her. She has a really hard time feeling wanted in any group setting that she's typically in, and so to feel so welcomed into this family that she's not actually even a part of has been some conflicting feelings for her, for sure. And I just love the complexity that I feel like Lily Chu's writing does offer, in my opinion, and I'm really enjoying this one so far. I don't think this is going to be my favorite of her books, but I'm really enjoying my time with it, and I cannot wait to continue listening to it over the next 2 or 3 days before I finish it and just get more of the story and get more of the romance, because I also love how she does the romances, because they are definitely slow burn. They're also closed door, which I absolutely love, and I'm just so excited. I'm really enjoying my time with it. She also has the same female narrator for all of her audiobooks, and I literally don't know why, but I love her as a narrator. I just love her voice and the way she narrates her books, so I'm really enjoying my time. But yeah, that was a really long update. So going back to yesterday, I ended up reading a total of 67 pages. I don't know how many pages I listened to because I don't own that book physically, but I read 67 pages of this, and so far today I've already listened to almost 4 hours of an audiobook, and we're about to sit down and do some reading in The Summer of Broken Rules. So that is my update. Sorry if that was a little long-winded. Felt like I had a lot to say. Now let's do a little bit of reading in the time that I have before I need to go make my family dinner. So let's read.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return,
I feel like a sign that a book is potentially going to be a 5-star read for you is if you catch yourself smiling and you're like, I have literally been smiling this whole time and there's nothing spectacular happening. I'm just enjoying the vibes, the characters, the conversation, everything, but nothing spectacular is happening and you just can't stop smiling. That is me right now. I literally just was sitting here and I started to feel my mouth get sore because I just was smiling for so much which is so silly, but it's like so real at the same time. Like I just can't help it. Like I just love it. It's so fun. Hello, beautiful besties. It is time for a reading update. It is Wednesday and it's 8:10 and I haven't come and talked to you. And I also have not read a single page yet today. So there's the update for today. I actually have not read at all today. I have been so tired today and I just finished filming a video, even though it's literally 8 o'clock. Normally I don't film this late, but anyways, that's besides the point. As for yesterday, so Tuesday, I ended up reading 114 pages of The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther, currently on page 201. So I'm about 57% through this book. I am hoping to read a good amount of this before bed, though I don't know how much I'll end up reading because it is 8 o'clock. I'm about to go finish up dinner. We had a late lunch today, so we're gonna have a late dinner. And then I really want to watch an episode of Heartland. I just started that show the other day. I'm on episode 4 or 5 and I really want to watch them. So I don't know how much I'm gonna read tonight because I feel like it's already kind of getting late. Time is slipping away from me, but really enjoyed my time reading this yesterday. I feel like this is a book that's super fast paced, very, very captivating, and it's super easy to get pulled into the story and just keep reading for an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour and not even realize it because like the story is just so good. I'm eating it up. I'm literally so happy that I decided to reread this book. Other than that, yesterday, how much did I listen to in my audiobook yesterday? Oh yeah, yesterday I ended up listening again to that 3 hour and 51 minutes of my audiobook of Rich Girl Summer. I didn't listen to any more of that yesterday, so that's basically the same. So I did a pretty good amount of reading yesterday. Really happy with how my day yesterday went reading wise. Today, not so much, but that's just what happens. That is realistic and that is what you are here for. So yeah, that's basically the update. I don't know if you're gonna see me tonight or tomorrow. Really not sure, but I'll see you when I see you. Hey guys, update time. I know I look crazy. I actually literally have Elijah's sunglasses on my head because he was giving me a checkup earlier and for some reason the sunglasses were a part of the checkup and I haven't taken them off. But anyways, I know what you're probably thinking and that it's okay, the last time we heard from you it was Wednesday, so that means it's Thursday. Wrong. It's literally Friday. I didn't read at all yesterday. I'm trying to remember what I even did yesterday. I mean, I edited a video. Oh, you want to know what I did yesterday? Do you want to know what I did yesterday? Yesterday, for probably about an hour before I started editing, I was playing Papa's Freezeria on my computer. Yeah, you heard me right. That is what I was doing. And then I edited a video yesterday. And then by the time that was done, I made dinner. By the time that was done, I was just so exhausted and didn't have it in me to read. So also didn't talk to you guys yesterday because I was so tired, and today I have been exhausted. So yeah, it's Friday. It is literally 8:17, but here's how my day has gone. Okay, I have read nothing today. I haven't listened to any of my audiobook and I haven't read a single page, and that is because we had to wake up early because we had to leave early because I had 3 doctor's appointments today. 3. But on the bright side, we did get to see baby today, and today was actually the first time that we actually like heard the heartbeat. Everything looked perfect. I'm measuring exactly as far along as we assumed I was. Anyways, that's not the point of this, but yeah, woke up early, had 3 doctor's appointments. Then we took Elijah to his like gym class that we take him to on Fridays, and then we came home and we all 3 laid in bed and took a nap because me and Makai were so tired, and Elijah also got a lot less sleep, so we were like, yeah, he needs to take a nap. So we all went to sleep. I went to sleep at 1. Do you want to know what time I woke up? I did not wake up until 4:30. I thought I would sleep for an hour. I literally woke up feeling like I entered a different dimension. That was actually insane. Like I was like, whoa, how is it 4:30? Where did my day go? And then over the last 3.5 hours of me being awake, me and Elijah ate. He's given me multiple checkups and cleaned my teeth. I have doom scrolled watching mukbangs. That's what my day has consisted of, and I should seriously sit down and read. I should. There's lots of things that I actually should do right now. But do you want to know what I want to do? I just want to watch Heartland. I just want to watch TV. I have no energy, even though I took a really long nap. I'm still so exhausted. Today was just a lot. It took a lot out of me. I'm so tired and I just don't have the mental capacity to sit and read a book. So I'm either gonna read or I'm not. I'm really not sure. But on the plus side, this is a realistic week of reading in my life, and that's what you're getting. That is what you're getting. Anyways, I guess that's all for the update. I feel like I just yapped your little ears off to give you no information about a book, about reading. But anyways, that's the update for now. I'm gonna go make us food and then I will hopefully be doing some reading later. That's a big hopefully. I wish that I could explain how I feel right now because not only am I tired, but I've had a headache all day and my body is just so exhausted. Okay, I need to stop talking. That's the update. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Hey guys, we need to have a talk. We need to have a chat. We need to have an update. Honestly, if this was any other reading vlog, it would be a complete and utter fail. The way this week started, I genuinely thought that I was gonna finish like 3 books. We were gonna be having a great time and I was gonna read a ton, and then my week just did not go as planned. But this is just a very realistic week of reading in my life when I'm not filming a reading vlog where I like have to finish a certain amount of books because I'm doing a challenge or just a specific type of reading vlog. So this is very realistic. Also, I had 3 doctor's appointments. I am just exhausted from being pregnant and started a new show that completely has taken over my life. So we're gonna act like yesterday did not happen. It did not exist, because actually I really did film like basically all day yesterday. I was filming a different video. So yesterday doesn't count. Yesterday didn't happen. I didn't read it all yesterday because again, I was a little busy. I was preoccupied, but that does bring us to today, and it is now 9:28 p.m. and all the reading I've done so far is listening to my audiobook, and I have listened to it for probably, I want to say close to, if not over 2 hours so far today. I have 2 hours and 23 minutes left of this audiobook, and I'm honestly thoroughly enjoying my time. I really can't recommend Lily Chu's books enough, and I really love her audiobooks. I just love the narrator for them, and I just really enjoy my time every time I listen to one of her books. So I would highly recommend, especially if you do already have Audible. They are free. You don't have to use a credit for them, and I just love every single one of them. We also did have a little bit of a cameo earlier when I was listening. I picked up on it from her previous release, which was Drop Dead. What was that called? Hold on. It's Drop Dead something. Oh, it's literally just called Drop Dead. That's why I couldn't think of another word, because it's just called Drop Dead. But one of the characters in that book is like an author. She's not one of the main characters, but she's a prominent character in the story, and they were talking about her books earlier in this audiobook, and I thought that was so fun and such a fun little way to like throw in a cameo and kind of show us that these are existing in the same universe. I thought that was really cool personally. So yeah, I've really been enjoying my time with this. I still have yet to finish The Summer of Broken Rules. I'm actually really hoping to finish that tonight. I will be honest, there's actually nothing I want to do more than go lay in bed and just watch Heartland, but I have already watched like 2 episodes today while I was at the gym and like doing some walking and some light weightlifting. So I'm not gonna let myself watch any more tonight until I finish that book, but I do only have about 2 hours left of reading, so I will have time to finish that book and then watch an episode before I go to sleep. So yeah, I'm planning on finishing that tonight, and then we will have actually finished at least 1 book this week. I really want to finish this audiobook, but there's no way for me to finish this audiobook tonight and finish The Summer of Broken Rules tonight, because I still have 2.5 hours left of this audiobook, and today is the last day of the week. So I can't really say that I could finish it tomorrow and it count, because today is the last day of the week. So it looks like I will have only finished 1 book this week, though I will probably finish this audiobook tomorrow. So kind of a fail, but I mean, also there's no way to fail a realistic week of reading. There's no way to fail it. So it's not a fail. I am just living my life, and I really have been trying to like come to the terms, I guess you could say, with the fact that my realistic week of reading is never gonna look the same as some of these other booktubers that I watch, even some booktubers that I'm friends with. Because we all have different reading speeds, but we also all have different things going on in our life, and at least the booktubers that I watch and the booktubers that I'm like personally friends with, I'm the only mom, so my life is very different. I have a whole kid that I have to take care of, so that definitely changes the dynamic of when I'm actually able to have time to read. And yeah, life is a little bit more than just reading, and that is okay. So yeah, we're gonna read The Summer of Broken Rules. We're gonna finish it up. Obviously, I'll take you guys along with me, and then we'll do a full breakdown of the week, I guess tomorrow morning, because there's no way I'm gonna do that tonight at like 11:30, 12 o'clock when I finish reading that book. But yeah, see you when we're reading, and then see you tomorrow for the full week breakdown and obviously an updated review of The Summer of Broken Rules. So let's go read. I just love them and I love him, and he's just like so kind-hearted and sweet, and they're just so wholesome, and it just makes my heart happy. Like it makes me feel like my heart is growing wings and flapping away. It's like so sweet and I just love it. Okay guys, it is time for the final week recap. The week is over, so let's see how much I ended up reading throughout this week. I feel like the beginning of this week had me feeling like on cloud nine. I was reading so much Monday and Tuesday. I felt like it was gonna be a great week and I was gonna read 3, maybe even 4 books. I was feeling great, and I ended up finishing the week only finishing 1 book, which again, like I was saying last night when I gave you guys an update, that is pretty, I feel like, just realistic for me when I'm not filming a reading vlog where I have a certain amount of books that I have to read because of whatever the reading vlog is. This was just a realistic week and I had a lot going on this week. So Monday I ended up reading 67 pages. Tuesday I ended up reading 114 pages. Again, this is not counting my audiobook because I don't have a physical copy. I don't know how many pages of that I listened to, but I listened to a lot of the audiobook both of those days. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, big fat 0. Like I said though, Saturday I legitimately did not do anything but film a video. Like I was locked in, I was filming a video all freaking day long, so I didn't really have time to read. By the time I got home, I was so tired that I did not want to do anything but just lay down and go to sleep. So yeah, and then I counted yesterday, Sunday, as the last day of this since I started on a Monday. That's a full 7 days, and we ended up finishing The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. And I did also listen to some of my audiobook yesterday, as you guys know. I actually have since listened to some of that this morning. Let me see how much I have left just to tell you, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I only have an hour and 18 minutes left of my audiobook, so I'm almost done. I'll probably finish this today or tomorrow, and I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably end up giving this like a 4-star. I think it's super cute, and I would just highly recommend her as an author again in general. But as for The Summer of Broken Rules, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a reread, and I decided to reread it this year because I was thinking about this book non-stop, and I am so glad that I decided to reread this. I read this for the first time back in 2023, so it has been 2 years since I read this, and oh my god, I loved this even more than the first time I read it. It was so good, so fun. I remember very fond feelings from reading this from the first time, but rereading it and getting to re-experience the relationship that we get to go on in this book with Meredith and Whit is just something so special. The way that their love story plays out is so genuinely beautiful, but there's also so much else going on in the plot. She's going through grieving her sister, and there's also this big game of assassin going on, and there's a wedding going on, and you get so much personality through all of the side characters that are there to celebrate this wedding, that are friends of the family and family members, and there's just so much to love and hold on to with this book. I think the first time I read this, I gave this a 4 or 4.5 out of 5 stars, and upon rereading this, I'm giving this a 100% 5-star out of 5-star. I actually just love this so much. It is so wholesome. It is so sweet. This is seriously just almost everything that I could want in a romance book. Obviously not everything. I think that's probably impossible, but this gives me almost everything that I would want, and just the way that the romance is, again, it's just perfect, and I love it. I love the way that our 2 main characters show love and affection for each other. It's just so sweet. I love the way that they talk to each other, like the banter that they have, and like just the jokes and all this stuff. It's so fun, and I love it, and I can't recommend this enough. If you have still to this day not read this book, I can't seriously, again, recommend it enough. I highly would suggest picking this up this summer, especially if you're someone that loves a romance that is closed door. Obviously this is young adult, so it's closed door. You're not gonna be getting detailed descriptions, though we know that they are doing something, but it doesn't go into description. So if you're someone that loves a super fun, wholesome romance, but also touches on deeper topics, and also there's just a really fun plot and backdrop going on with our romance, I would highly recommend this. It is so good. And yeah, I can't keep saying it was so good, or I'm literally gonna get you all to click off this video by repeating myself too much. So yeah, it looks like the week ended with me reading 1 book total. I've almost finished 2, guys. I almost finished 2. Just barely didn't, but that's okay. Like I was saying at the end of my last update, I'm really trying to remind myself that my life looks completely different than all of the other booktubers that I watch because I am a mother. And not only that, but the current stage of my life is I'm not only a mother to a toddler, but I am also a pregnant mother to a toddler. And that just adds a whole nother layer of craziness to my life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this very realistic week of reading in my life. I was beating myself up about how much I read this week a little bit because I was like, ugh, they're gonna think this video is so boring. I didn't read as much as I wanted to, but you guys did click on this to be realistic, and that is what this is. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. And with that being said, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. I did say peace.
Bookstore will be buying.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. What was I gonna say? Hello. Whoa. 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 What?